As per usual, I was trawling around the internet and found a brilliant deal on one of the biggest, cheapest GShock steels you can get, the GST-S110-1 blah blah blah. So let's get that on and see if it really is too big. Okay, that is a very chunky beast. Almost as chunky as this monster truck in real life. So much shine, so much glowing reflections from the overheads. Look, it is so powerful it gave me a pimple. Strap fits nicely on the old 7-inch, 18-centimeter wrist. Wow, that is big. That is a really chunky watch. All right, let's get it down here. Largest shot. Excuse me, monster truck. I think that looks too big from where it is. I'm going to say this is too big. I think you really need about a maybe 7.5-inch wrist, maybe an 8-inch wrist to get this wearing. But I got to say, it actually feels really cool. It's well built. Very serious stuff. Now, what might help you have a good idea of the size of this GShock is to compare it to a few other watches. So here we have 3 digital watches with black straps, resin, rubber, steel cases, and, well, we got 2 positive displays and 1 negative display, but it's enough to give you a bit of an idea. So this is 35mm, but the case wears a bit bigger. And then we have your standard GShock DW5600BB with I've put a metal bezel on there to give you a rough idea. And then back to the GST-S. All right, now let's take a look at some special features. One of the great features it has is the ability to move the hands out of the way of the 3 digital displays. And it's pretty easy to do. You can see the minute hand is over the 6 o'clock area, which is covering the bottom display. If I hold the mode button down for a couple of seconds, it says hand, starts blinking hands down underneath there, just there. It moves the hands out of the way so you can read the displays. Then to get it back, hold mode again, and they smoothly move back to where they were. One of the other handy features is the way you can have 2 times on display at the same time. Now you've got 3 digital displays and 1 analog display. So you can just switch into world time mode, and we're getting Berlin at 1:32 p.m. whereas in Sydney we've got 10:32 p.m. of the day in the future, because that's where we are in Sydney, the future. Take that back and we can see the times matching up. You can choose to display the date instead of the time. Toggle as you wish. Something else that's a bit out of the ordinary for a GShock are the different types of lighting. So I'll get the studio light off and we can take a look. So you can see that we have luminescent hands, not entirely useful because we don't have any luminescent indices, but the light is plenty bright and super legible. You can set it to hold for 3 seconds or 5 seconds. And there's another great feature. If you have the watch on your wrist, and we can pretend we're quickly turning it up to take a look at it, it turns the light on. Pretty nifty. So to wrap it up, is the GShock GST-S100 too big? I'm going to say it depends completely on your wrist size and preference. I would suggest a 7.5-inch / 19-centimeter wrist measurement as a minimum, but let's get another opinion on that.
That's really big.